Guys, the noise is just getting louder and I really need to film this video and be done with it. Oh jeez, please forgive the noise, please, in the name of Jesus, just forgive this noise. Hello and you're welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're not new, permit me to welcome you back to my channel. Thank you so much for returning. Today's video is going to be a brush set review. I bought an eyeshadow brush set from Aliexpress, the website from China, and I want to see how it works, and I thought, trying it first hand on camera would kind of, I don't know, let's all see how it's going to work. And yeah, I would like to show you guys if you guys would let me. So before we get into the video, I would like it if you guys subscribe if you aren't already, because I know some people watch and they aren't subscribed. So guys, kindly subscribe below, and at the end of this video, if you feel like it was helpful, if you feel like you liked it, then kindly scroll down and give this video a thumbs up. And also do not forget to give me your suggestions on videos you'd like me to film later on. So let's get into this video. Now I ordered the brush set and it came in this yellow package. I've obviously opened it already, and when you take it out, you have this little, I think, a pamphlet from MSP. That's the brand where the brushes are from. The brushes come in a pouch like this, which is really nice. It has the MSQ written in front of it, and they also sent a little sponge applicator, which is nice. So thank you so much. And yeah, let's get into the whole business. So first of all, from the pamphlet, I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, from the pamphlet, they just kind of like write, they just put pictures of brushes and the use of the brushes. Now all these brushes are not necessarily what I ordered. I don't know if you can see, but all these brushes are not necessarily what I ordered. I didn't order any face brushes. I only ordered eyeshadow brushes. Yeah, so I think they're just writing what the brushes are used for, and so you can see and probably place your order. So anyways, let's get into the brush set. This is how it looks unzipped, and here are the brushes. If you would like to see what inside the pouch looks like, that's how it looks. It has a little zip inside. Maybe you can hide stuff inside, I don't know, but this is nice. So anyways, here there are 12 brushes, and all of them are eye brushes, eye makeup brushes, and you can never get enough. I know I can never get enough, which is why I ordered just eye brushes. They all come in like a plastic container for each one, and these are all 12 of them. Most of them are blending brushes, which is what I prefer for my makeup brushes for my eyes, because blending is just key. You can you can even use your hand to pack on pigment, but that blending, you need an absolutely perfect blending brush. So anyways, these are my brushes. They are 12 in number, and I'm going to try and demonstrate how I would use them and see if they are of any good, and if you should also go ahead and purchase them. I'd also give you details about the price, everything, the website, everything. I'll tell you guys all about it at the end of the video, so kindly stick around, okay? So I'm going to start by concealing my eyebrows, and I'll be using an angle brush from this set. An angle brush is what I normally use to carve my eyebrows, so that's what I'll use from here. And I'll be using this concealer. Priming my eyelids. I'm going to try and achieve an eye look that is as simple as possible, so that we can get just the point of using the brushes and not some serious eyeshadow look. So I'm first of all going to try and set the eye base using a very light eyeshadow color and this very fluffy blending brush. It's not the biggest, but I feel like some of them perform double duties. So now I'm going to grab like a brownish orange color as my transition shade, and I'll be using the same brush. So now that I'm done depositing that color, I'm going to take another blending brush. This one is a bit more precise and it's smaller, so I feel like it can get in there and define your crease way better. So I'm going to try that, and I'll be using a little bit of a darker shade from the one I just used. So now that I've like deposited the color, I'm going to grab this I'm going to grab this big blending brush, and I'm just going to like blend it out with no product at all. Now I'm going to take this flat eyeshadow shader brush. This brush is meant to pack on pigments, at least that's what I know I use it for. So I'm just going to take this 5 color eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to grab what shade, let's just go golden, this one. So I'm just going to take some of it and see how well this brush deposits pigment. I'm applying it dry, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to use some wipes to make it a little bit wet, because some eyeshadows need a wet base in order to stick. Now that is pigment, really. So now that I'm done applying the pigment, I'm going to take a blending brush, this one, and I'm going to take some of the brown eyeshadow and give it a nice final blend. For the lower lash line, I'm going to use this same angled brush to apply some eyeshadow base beneath my, or like on my lower lash line, basically. So now that we have the eyeshadow base roughly there, I'm going to take this other brush. It's also a shader brush, can also be used to apply some pigment. But in this case, because it's short and dense, I'm going to try and use it to define my lower lash line. Okay, I also have a liner brush here, and it's already bent from the brush company, I meant to say. So I'm going to try and see if I can use this with my gel liner and how it's going to look. And I'll be using this gel liner from Floma. You guys, I've never ever used a brush like this to do my eyeliner, so I'm kind of nervous, and I hope it works. I don't even know how they hold it, my goodness. Is it like this? Or like this? Okay, we'll see. Okay, I think this is a finished look, don't you think? I really like how the look turned out. I think if you ask me, I would say this is kind of like a signature candy look. I like gold, I like reds, I like browns, and I love a good wing liner. Although I don't tend to do it all the time, because sometimes I feel like not doing the eyeliner makes my eye look bigger, but sometimes, you know, that wing is just needed. And goodness, this really looks nice. I like how it turned out. I'm just going to give my final review of the brushes. And guys, okay, here's the thing. So I've used a total of 6 brushes to create this look. I used this one to carve out my eyebrows. So guys, I used this brush to carve out my eyebrows. Like I said, it's very smooth, and you have to be very careful while you use it, but it's very, since it's still new, and if you can maintain it, the bristles are really close together and they are very good to define your eyebrows very fine, very close together, and can define your eyebrows. That's my review for this one. Now this one was also good for what I said it was good for. It was very good to pack on the pigment, and it was very good to kind of what do they call it, it was good to define my crease, to pack on the pigment, but it wasn't really it looks like a blending brush, but it's more of a pencil blending brush, which is more used in order to pack pigment and put on there, and then something fluffier, something bigger could come back and blend. Anyways, the next brush I'll be talking about is this big fluffy blending brush. It was good for everything I said it was. I used it to set my eye shadow base. It did well. I also used it to blend. If you ask me, I feel like the blend is seamless, if you ask me, and I didn't even take my time. That is, so I really like what it did, and it's so soft. My goodness, who doesn't like a soft brush? This is amazing. And yeah, okay, now onto the shader brushes. This one, like I said, it was really good to pack on the pigment, but because it's also a synthetic brush, packing on the pigment was kind of and it's new, so it's slippery. It's not packing on the pigment as it should. So what I did was I used the baby wipes, just one baby wipe, to wipe the bristles of this brush, and when I did that, it kind of made the brush a little bit wet and a little bit sturdy, so it was able to pack on the pigment. So the moment I dipped that brush into the pigment, like you guys saw, the pigment was amazing. So if you ask me, I would say this brush is amazing as well. And you can also use this to cover out your crease if you're a cut crease person and you already have other brushes that do the shader brushing work, which this one can do as well. But this one would be amazing to cut your crease. Like, it's already sturdy, like I said, it's strong. It's actually a better concealer brush than the angle brush I just showed. So this brush is a winner. Now this brush as well, like I said, I used it to define my lower lash line, and although I didn't put too much color there, and we're just doing this for demo purposes, this is a good brush as well. I don't really have anything bad to say about these brushes though, but this one did a good job, and I really like it too. I feel like it will do a greater job at packing on pigment on your eyelid. And for this brush, this liner brush, I've never used before. Like, I've had it in all my brush sets, I've never ever used it. So today I said, okay, let's try this with a gel liner. And guys, what do you think? You tell me how I did with my eyeliner. It was a struggle because I've never used this kind of thing, and I felt like I was going to ruin my eyeliner. But I think it did a pretty good job, if you ask me. I even got my wing right. I know you can use a little bit of corrections here and there, but I feel like it did a good job. So guys, in my subsequent videos, you guys would see me use the rest of the brushes, pencil brushes for inner corner highlights and all of that stuff. But for now, these are the brushes I could incorporate into this video, and I'm going to put the link to where I bought it from, the price, every single detail you need to know. I'll put it in my description box below, so endeavor to check it out. And I will also take this moment to ask you guys to please subscribe to my channel before you leave, and please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, if you liked my review. Kindly share this video, because a lot of people tend to buy stuff on Aliexpress and they're not sure if they are good, and sometimes they are good, sometimes they come and they are bad. So I feel like this brush came exactly when they said it would. I really have nothing bad to say about this seller. So kindly share it with people so that they will know the right place to buy stuff from. So that's all I have to say for this video. Kindly check out my other videos, and also about my skin. The fact that I'm not doing any full face videos these days is because my skin has been going through a few problems, and I tried to treat it with honey. I'm going to link the video above my head so you guys can check it out. I tried to treat it with honey and other like natural remedies which work, but for this case, because it wasn't properly diagnosed, it wasn't working. So you guys check out the honey video, and I'm also going to make a video about my visit to the dermatologist and what's really wrong with my skin and what I'm doing to take care of it. So look out for that video and check out the other ones I've already posted, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.